toxic female feminine, excuse me, no, I got this new term. Repulsive femininity disorder, right? Repulsive femininity disorder. Repulsion is something distasteful, disgusting, right? And when someone has like negative energy or negative foul ways where they're projecting onto others that they're doing something foul when they're not, it is you who is distasteful or disgusting. Femininity of or being of a female or girl's nature, right? Disorder is a state of confusion, out of order. And that's basically them like denying these ways about themselves, right? So a good example of that is like playing victim at all times. Like I ride my bike and I record every time. And the men, nobody says anything, first off. Men usually laugh it off or pleasant people wave or whatever, or they just keep it moving. Nobody cares. But a lot of the women, they look at me with, and y'all gonna see it when you look at my video today. They always looking so angry, like so mad and disrupted. Like, and I know what those looks are about. It's like thinking that someone is always victimizing you. That is repulsive and because it's distasteful. It's something that you need to deal with internally. Nobody is out. First off, look, I'm gonna be completely frank. When I'm riding my bike, I might find a good 3 to 5%, and there are a lot of people on this track. 3 to 5% that are attractive enough to want to slow down and maybe zoom in, but I'm not perverted. I've had enough women in my life. Why can't they see it? Physically, I don't need perversion. That's why I ride a bike. Women think this is whack, but if I were trying to entertain women, I'd be out here jogging with my shirt off. Right? So look, I don't want like I wish that they would all stop playing this victim role. Where like when they look at me like that, they like I grew up in a house with 5 women. I already know what you're trying to project onto me. Stop projecting this foul, distasteful, disgusting energy onto me. I'm riding a bike and I'm filming it, and I get some good shots and some good highlights of me going almost 30 miles, and I bask in that when I replay it. I love looking at nature, the sun, the trees. There are ducks out here. And of course, the people. Who doesn't like people watching? But since they, in this repulsive, feminine, disorderly state, always reference their gender and sexuality, everything has to be, you know, I hate this word, but toxic or perverted. And no one's thinking like that except them. They've perverted us by projecting onto us that we're perverted creatures. Now, I do know that there are a lot of foul, disgusting men out there, and I wish they hadn't set those such disgusting trends for us to the point where so many men can be stigmatized like that. But it's like, get over yourself, lady. Go look in the mirror and just think, like, from an outwardly perspective, would someone actually try to objectify me like that? Lady, ladies, a lot of you, please be humble. Be humble. You got to think first. Just think for a little bit. There's this one lady in particular. She mugged me. I did 4 laps, and I mean, I don't pay attention a lot to people. Like when I'm riding, I'm taking in the sights. But like the energy was so foul coming off of her, and her man obviously doesn't have any regulation over this. I was just like, dang, on my post video, this is what I'm gonna talk about today. But I'm gonna talk about it positively, because in contrast to that, a lot of the men, like whether they're with these disgruntled women, and she wasn't the only one. There were a good 30 to 40% that just these faces, man, you can't make it up. That's why you got to film this kind of stuff. But yo, man, but I enjoy my bike rides. It's just like on a more positive note. These rides, they do something for me. This is why I come back to the car in such, oh dang, oh, I spilled a little bit of my coffee. See how that foul energy spreads? See how it's contagious? See how a lot of times, look, man, if people are wise, they'll watch this footage and get some understanding. Like, I do that. I do have a tendency to be a little bit repulsive about my femininity and disorderly when I react or respond to it. Maybe I should get that under control so that I could stop scaring my husband off every day and having him not wanting to bring me around his friends, family, and coworkers. Maybe I could stop trying to shame men into being some something that they're not sexually just because they're not feeling me in my full gender state. Because this is not just a one, it's a wholesome thing. Okay? It's done as a group. That's why they always defend one another no matter what the charges. Anyone ever think about that? A lot of us men, we will not dismiss one another just because we're men. If a man does something, Richard Ramirez, who can justify him other than someone who thinks like that or acts like that? And Richard Ramirez was the Night Stalker. I mean, everything he did was tragic, from his birth all the way up to his passing. And I don't think a lot of us would give him a pass just for being a man. But this is just the world we live in. I want people to be able to address these types of issues and speak out against them because it's it's not us men who are. I mean, yeah, we have the ability to be, pollutants, right? But I believe that's in a natural man's nature. We are producers and they are the reproduction. That's as simple as it goes. When we're children, we play with Tonka toys and it's in our mind, right, to be productive. But since we're boys, we just crash them. We crash the heads of them. It's just a boy. It's testosterone. And a girl is feminine. As soon as they come out the womb, nobody tells them this is what you should be doing, but they just grab for baby dolls and stuff like that. Baby alive. They come out the womb thinking about reproduction. And these are natural states. Why are we as people trying to disrupt this with these ridiculous terms and dismissing our natural state? Screw that.